Right, West Wearside matinee. Sunderland versus Brentford, Saturday 30th of August, 1500 BST, Stadium of Light. The derby that isn't a derby but feels like one, because both sets of fans are absolutely certain the other lot don't fancy it up here. Form check, so we don't trip over the narrative. Sunderland burst back into the big time by thumping West Ham 3-0 on opening day. Took a reality check with a 0-2 at Burnley a week later. Then went out of the Carabao Cup on penalties to Huddersfield in midweek. That's the full emotional bingo card in a fortnight. Brentford's August tour was equally textured. A bruising 1-3 at Forest in Keith Andrews' league bow. A very neat 1-0 versus Aston Villa thanks to Dango Ouattara's debut goal. And then a quietly impressive 2-0 away win at Bournemouth in the EFL Cup, where Carvalho and Thiago did the damage. The new boss, new edges thing is taking shape. Is the new circus in town bit? Brentford are under Keith Andrews now. Yes, the set-piece whisperer turned head coach. Expect all the usual B's dark arts at dead balls with extra lab coats. Sunderland are Regis Labree's project. Fresh contract inked and a game model built on tidy patterns, plus a sprinkle of League One chaos gremlins. Narratives to wind up your group chat. Brentford are retooling their attack after Brian Mbeumo's sale to Manchester United, while Yoane Wissa has been, let's say, preoccupied with transfer business and may miss out. Translation: room for new heroes and sneaky differentials. Sunderland's cup curse lives on. Huddersfield, Pens, the whole shebang. But Mark Guayu finding the net midweek hints at a useful plan B if they're chasing. Also keep an eye on the fitness of Niall Huggins, who had another knock, noted in the post-match chat. How it likely plays, the bit where we pretend to be sensible. First 20 minutes, Sunderland ride the home noise, try to pin Brentford back with those neat Labree's rotations. Brentford will happily absorb and weaponize set pieces, Andrews' bread, butter, an entire picnic basket. Sepp van den Berg is a massive target in both boxes. Middle hour. If Sunderland's wide combos click, expect territory and corners. If they don't, Brentford's direct outlets, hello Ouattara, will turn this into a track meet on transitions. Last 20. Game state special. Chasing black cats equals risk, and risk is exactly when Brentford nick winners with something dastardly from a throw-in drawn on a whiteboard at MIT. Jokes, kind of. FPL angles. Calm, then chaos. Brentford defense is the boring is beautiful play. Set-piece threat, plus a team drilled for gritty away spells. Van den Berg ticks the eye test and the spreadsheets. Dango Ouattara looks plug-and-play on that right flank. When he goes, he goes. If you like form into fixture, this is it. Sunderland, tempered enthusiasm. The West Ham 3-0 wasn't a mirage, but Burnley showed they can be funneled into low-value shots. If you're punting, Guayu as bench-first sub is the acceptable level of chaos. Tiny but important admin. Kickoff is 1500 BST. Team news lands an hour before. Refresh with the ferocity of someone trying to buy festival tickets. Prediction, delivered with a grin you can hear. If Sunderland score early, buckle up. If not, Brentford's set-piece PhD probably sneaks onto the scoreboard. Either way, expect a decent dollop of needle. Several, how is that a foul? And at least one, remember when Huddersfield reference from a nearby seat.